Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius June 30th, 2022. Today's new moon can prompt a new beginning related to a health, work, habit, or self-care matter. A reinvigoration process begins with this lunation, whether this is about taking better care of yourself or committing to a work project. Lifestyle improvements are strongly favored. You'll be taking charge of your working environment, daily life, or health matters in the week ahead, and the energy and motivation to do so are building now. For now, tame restlessness and be sure to pace yourself. A new direction will come. Try not to move forward on a new idea right now, at least not too quickly, and avoid taking on too much in an effort to catch up or get somewhere fast. Today's new moon in Cancer will touch down on your responsible 6th house of daily rituals, due diligence, and acts of service, bringing new beginnings to everything from your day-to-day lifestyle to the intuitive connection you have with your physical body. Granted, it may feel as if this doesn't align with your love life one bit, but you'd be surprised. For instance, in addition to the opportunity to reconnect with your mind, body, and soul, Venus will also harmonize with lucky Jupiter, spicing things up in your romantic 5th house of love and curious communication sector. Your perspective and communication style are shifting in a big way. Develop intuitive patterns and routines during the new moon in Cancer. Starting now, you are called to listen to your mind and body, especially at work. This lunar cycle asks you to honor how you feel, which means knowing your limitations even at work. You could use this cycle to create a healthier schedule that allows you to have a more productive work-life balance. It may be easier to step into this schedule since Neptune retrograde in Pisces has also begun. Neptune retrograde is slowly but surely showing you the value of taking it easier. It seems there are certain outstanding issues that you have not yet addressed. Do you know what we are talking about? Today's planetary aspects urge you to approach these problems head-on. You will likely find that they are not as insurmountable as you may think. One thing is for sure, you can't simply wish the problems away. However, once you tackle them, they will be resolved quite easily. In your private life, you feel like you're walking through a minefield. One false move and there will be an explosion. This will really put you to the test. Don't let others blame you for everything, sometimes they are at fault too. Remember to be open for other points of view when it comes to solving problems. Reconciling both is a difficult, but not impossible task. Everything changes in an instant today, some things for the better, some not so much. It's a good day to get your people to deal with things as they happen instead of waiting to react. If a lot of new things happen and not all appear positive at first, be prepared for subsequent surprises. Accepting disruption or changes in your love life, you approach matters in a self-assured and positive way, even if it does not follow your ideal plan. Allow for plenty of improvement and progress in your love life. This is a good day to practice patience. There is a lot of powerful energy floating around, and people could be expressing their stubborn ego. It could be tempting to get involved with a debate or argument. Try to control your temper and realize that it's not worth the stress of fighting. You'll do better if you remain detached today and try to just be compassionate about other people's moods. Your imaginative nature is sure to shine through on this day. In work, rest, and play, you will find great measures of success just by tapping into your innate creativity. This type of expression is at the heart of this day for you. Make sure, though, that in your desire to present a successful appearance that you do not sabotage your own efforts by taking on too many professional commitments. Take time to express your personal affections, as well. While having a new moon in your work sector in the heart of the working week has been advantage enough, this is energizing things across the income, work, and career fronts today. The moon is not only still in your work sector after yesterday's new moon but forms a friendly aspect to the south node on the career front today. This happens just when by coincidence, a separate alliance between planets on the income and job front peaks. The stars have aligned with perfect timing. At the same time that Venus and Mercury, the planets of love and communication are working to make the most of their final days together in your romantic sector. Your relationships are about to get a boost. It is the moon's return to your relationship sector tomorrow that will give your relationships the full benefit from Mars' war on communication barriers that has heated up over recent days. Our eyes in the sky. There's a lot going on in the universe today, starting with Neptune in watery Pisces heading retrograde. Over the next few months, you'll be forced to wake up from your daydreams and face the reality of what life is throwing at you, which can be somewhat of a rude awakening for some people. Luckily, your intuition will still be working for you, helping you to make tough decisions as your delusions all but disappear. A new moon in water sign Cancer adds to your emotional moodiness, putting the people you care most about in your spotlight. Not being able to help them is your biggest nightmare, so get ready for a busy day of trying to do favors for and coming to the defense of friends and family who need you to run interference or play referee. The Sun squares Jupiter in Aries late in the day, reminding you to keep your expectations low, and a Sun-Moon conjunction in sensitive Cancer emphasizes the relationships with the people in our lives who give off major feminine energy. If one of them lets you down now, it will be very difficult to deal with. Most interpersonal problems can be dealt with in a positive way, but it's uber important to keep your emotions in check. After midnight, Neptune stations retrograde in Pisces. When the planet of fantasy, illusion, and magic is direct, the proverbial wool is pulled more firmly over our eyes. We fall prey to the folly of optimism, becoming susceptible to subliminal messaging in media, or making improper assumptions within our relationships. While our idealism can make for poetic or romantic moments, we are less firmly rooted in reality. However, when Neptune stations retrograde, the veil of illusion is lifted, causing us to see our circumstances with improved clarity. We might be confused at what is revealed at this time, experiencing disappointment akin to waking up from a dream where we have won the lotto or wound up with our unavailable love interest. We see ways in which we have allowed ourselves to be deceived, or ways we have deceived ourselves. Yet, we also can use new revelations as a jumping-off point to participate in the world in healthier ways. Neptune will move backward until December 3rd, so seek to reframe burst bubbles as learning opportunities during this time. We are not ready to give up on our past, content to punish ourselves. Under this influence, we are brave enough to imagine that our lives might look different if we do the work. Following this aspect, the moon begins its void of course, suggesting that we focus on what must be released and purged, rather than immediately trying to fill empty space with something new. Replacement therapy can be valid, but this is an occasion where stillness and self-awareness are all the replacements we need. In the morning, the moon enters Cancer, ending its void of course which began early last night. We are just a few hours shy of the Cancer new moon, and the next 2 days will find us more entrenched in Cancerian concerns of home, family, and security. Our emotions may fluctuate more than usual now, however, this influence intends to show us that our feelings are a strength rather than a weakness. During this lunation, we come to a better understanding of where, and with whom, we can safely express our vulnerability.